Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and as usual, if you like the content on my channel, please like, share, subscribe and hit the notification button to be kept up to date on when I post a new video. So I'm seeing on a daily basis just how anxious and troubled people are in their everyday lives with the present situation. And I wanted to share this video with you all on the art of breathing to bring about stillness within. Because there's a great deal happening in the world right now that's vying for our attention, which is when we forget to breathe effectively to sustain a sense of calm. Days when apprehension and thoughts of what might come next, outside of what actually is, envelops us. And that's understandable. We live in a fear-based system that encourages us to prioritize the act of suspending space between our lungs just long enough to hold our inner being hostage. And so the act of living inside our true nature, the act of feeling weightless in the face of real adversity and staying grounded in an age when there are many planetary challenges, comes not from holding our breath and hoping for some external saviour to liberate us from that which we think we cannot control, but from the ability to pull the celestial into our present. And that's what I want to share with you in this video. In other words, liberate the advanced self, let go of a compromised state, and feed the soul in order to be. That is the art of breathing. I guess what I'm trying to say is that ultimately, when we are absent from the in-breath, which is the life force that mushrooms upwards into higher consciousness, the out-breath disappears into a sea of what-ifs and I am not able, as opposed to it is and I am. So we tend to spend a lot of time in our daily living focused on those things that give us less yet extracts more from us, and promises us much yet has us expecting very little in return, which is never ever the way it was meant to be. And that's when we become distracted. But I think if we are open enough to grasp the fundamental doctrine that in the most worrying of times, we have supernatural intercessors that will always guide us through and into clear waters, we then begin to understand our real purpose here. Because the silent movement of a virtuous energy within our bodies when we remember to breathe isn't a fluke of nature or a huge oversight by nature's rallying cry to live in an uncluttered way, but an eloquent mediator that helps us accept real self-worth, build balance, shapes our evolution, and gives us a level of ethereal accomplishment that we can find nowhere else except in the act of nurturing ourselves when we fill our diaphragm with a deep, life-affirming inhale, releasing all of our pent-up frustrations with a cleansing exhale. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by life, stop for a few moments. Take a deep breath in, breathing in from your diaphragm with a slow, controlled breath out. Repeat in the process until you feel a gentle calm move through your body, rising up into your heart-centered space, allowing a flourishing of peace within. Not only do you deserve this moment, you owe it to yourself to let only those energies and frequencies into your being that will stir you to remember the art of breathing. A discipline I lend myself to regularly, and one that allows the cosmic connection to reveal just how valued we all are in the universal sequence of love. And that is why it's so important to engage with nature, its simplicity, its beauty, its undying continuity, its soothing inflections, its commitment to healing and balance for the planet, as it is the one element that reminds us how to reconnect with our more sentient selves, taking us away from the low hum of always doing and never being. Because nature teaches us to stop, search for that quiet place within, return to source and feed our soul mind, enabling us to climb away from the stagnation of being bound to trials and tribulations. And I often meditate upon the concept that there is a higher source that placed untainted abundance within reach for us all to have, without monetary prerequisites for access being the key to real happiness. So when we dispel the illusory components of this world, when we move away from those grey spaces and substitute places built without love, a new estate takes shape within us, halting the act of shallow breathing which obstructs positive energy flow around the body. We then find we no longer have to kowtow, acquiesce, or live under duress of any kind that is not in keeping with who we truly are. And this is where breathing to reconnect will bring you back to the higher you and back to the surface, which is when we exhale into love. And this means putting away those outer distractions regularly so that we can get back to a more appreciative way of being. One that takes into account the reality of a higher source being the true creator of the higher source within. And this is where the art of breathing comes into play. Because when we breathe consciously, we become one with the all. And that's my heartfelt offering to you today, and one that I've been meaning to share with you guys for a long time. So thank you once again for stopping by. Stay tuned in for more conscious content along the way. Remember to be kind to one another, for this is the way forward. And blessings to you all. Ashe, 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 ashe-o.